Right? Half? Noel, McKay, and Bren and Lee, everybody. They're going to walk on the stage and it instantly turns into 1957. Just watch this. Yes. Real loud.
All right. And in true Adam Carroll form, this song just builds. What's that? Oh, another cable. Okay. All right. So as I was saying, in true Adam Carroll form, this next song just he created sort of a world that you can step into, the kind of thing that usually takes a novelist like John Steinbeck or Edith Wharton or somebody like that, you know. Yeah. Oh, karaoke cowboy. Weeknights at the Ramada, there's not too much to see, except Tuesday night's karaoke night. You get the wild turkey free. In a Stetson hat, some snakeskin boots, a bolo tie and jeans. It's the karaoke cowboy, his name is Bob. He's at the bar in Grand Saline. In the bottom of his tip jar is a quarter and a dime for all the scratched up haggard songs when the drunks got out of line. On the nights he's on, he can sing George Jones in a wild turkey dream. It's the karaoke cowboy at the bar in Grand Saline. He said he hit it big in Branson, doing Elvis every day, till a trailer park tornado took all of that away. He's got a whiskey throat and a broken heart from that dried out Nashville scene. It's the karaoke cowboy at the bar in Grand Saline. Luana was a rose queen in high school pictures on the wall. We wonder how she's a barmaid now with her name on the bathroom stall. But we've seen her smile at the cowboy style, 'cause he treats her like a queen, and she falls in love every Tuesday night at the bar in Grand Saline. There's a blue tick howling at a big full moon at the backside of the bar. Wild turkey on the house every Tuesday night makes everyone a star. So we sing all night until we feel alright, or till the barmaid gets obscene. Then we say goodnight to Cowboy Bar on the bar in Grand Saline. We sing all night until we feel alright, or till the barmaid gets obscene. Then we say goodnight to Cowboy Bob, 'cause he's a star in Grand Saline. It is an honor to be a part of this whole thing. And so here's my song that I would say has been influenced by Adam. And I wrote this about, well, Because I brought this because I got tired of hearing people walking around Austin saying the same thing over and over again. And if you've been here more than a couple of hours, you've heard somebody say it. So. Kid, how long you been here? This old man says to me. I said I moved here 32 years ago, maybe 33. He sadly shook his head and said, let me make one thing clear. You haven't lived here long enough to really be from here. Do you remember when this place was Chico's Bar and Bungalow? I said, no, sir. And he said, well, there you go. When they threw me a retirement party, that was where it was. And the reason that I took the time to tell you is because back before that, this was another place called Barbara's Box of Blues. But first it was a joint, Del Rio Leo's Barbecue. My friends and I would all sneak in the back door after school. And that's the way it was back then, when this town was cool. You missed all the good times and the good days have all passed by. Man, I don't even recognize this town. You missed all the good stuff. It was good before you showed up. This town was cool before you came around. But just about that time, this other old gray man sat down. He took out his hearing aid and it made this squealing sound. And he said, kid, you must have found this feller over in the lost and found. He hasn't been here long enough to know his way around. And he told him, man, you got it wrong. Del Rio Leo's was uptown. Back then this was a cowboy bar called 6 Feet Underground. And during Prohibition, it was in a cellar out and back. But first, this was the Thirsty Mule on that side of the tracks. There used to be a lot of fights and the cops were mean as hell. But pretty girls were everywhere. Man, that place was swell. I lost $500 in there one time just playing pool. And that's the way it was back then, when this town was cool. Well, that's about the time that I was getting up to go, when this third old timer stumbles up and says, no, no, no. The Thirsty Mule was gone by then. You're thinking of Drunky McGee's. I ought to know. The dude you lost $500 to was me. Now, Drunky was a lawyer and an undertaker too. He'd get you hammered, nailed, thrown in jail, and then embalm you when you're through. Drunky McGee's burned down, you know, but I can't recall the year. It used to be a bank, but before that, none of this stuff was here. There was this big old oak tree where the river curved around, before the man who built the bank came here and cut it down. We'd never even seen a car, a buggy or a mule. Before they built the store, the bank, the courthouse, or the school, the buffalo would come down and sip water from the pool. Nobody walked around here making up some stupid rules. Back before two morons would shoot each other in a duel. Before sushi, before tofu, before gravy, grits, or gruel. And I never dreamed I'd meet this bunch of lazy, crazy fools. And that's the way it was back then, when this town was cool. Yeah. You missed all the good times and the good days have all passed by. Man, I don't even recognize this town. missed all the good stuff. It was good before you showed up. This town was cool before you came around. This town was cool before you came around. Thank you, Adam. I don't know if you're out there yet. Thank you, Adam Carroll.